Well, the first thing you should have remembered, if nothing else, is that Gotham Knights have moved up their release date from October 25th to October 21st. Yes, we are getting the game 4 days earlier. I guess WB have their big boy shorts on since they announced going gold a few days earlier. Now they are moving up the release date, which I personally do not like. I know a lot of y'all are out there are happy and jumping up and down for the early release date, but they already delayed the game once. And WB are saying, let's release 4 days earlier. Like they had it all in the bag to begin with. Sometimes you just have to take the win. Don't put the extra pressure on yourself. But what do I know? I'm just a gamer like all of you. What up, good people? I'm your host, Mr. Unleashed. And I want to thank you for tuning in to the channel of Mr. Unleashed World. We have been shown the long-awaited villain trailer that showed off some new content of the storyline in Gotham Knights. But what else did we learn from the trailer? Well, let's get into this. So we already know Harley Quinn was hinted to be in the game, but we didn't know what kind of a role she would play or how big it would be.
If it isn't Brat Girl.
In the villain trailer, Harley Quinn started off in a jail of some sort, but eventually was freed and was fighting Batgirl later on in the trailer with her famous wooden mallet of hers. Now it would be interesting if she was one of the first enemies of the game and you stopped her and put her in jail. So could Batgirl be visiting her to get some key information involving the Court of Owls? Now that's for you to decide or add to that theory of mine. But yes, Harley Quinn is in the game and can be marked off the list of villains in the game along with Penguin and Mr. Freeze. But there was one more villain that was shown to my surprise. It's an old villain of Batman, Clayface. So Clayface has been around a while, so I do wonder what his story would be like in this game. He keeps referencing a show, so I wonder what he have in place for the Bat family since Batman is dead. A little background on Clayface they are using in this game is the one that was an actor that went by the name of Basil Carlo. So it does make sense since he keep referencing a show or premiere in the trailer. In past Batman shows, Clayface can be stopped by freezing his molecules so he don't grow back. And in the trailer, we see Robin looking at DNA. So I wonder if this is Clayface DNA because him and Robin went at it in the tunnel, giving Robin a warning as he walked away. So it sounds like Clayface has something big in the plot of his. And Robin is now trying to create a weapon to stop him by using his DNA. But this is just my opinion. Moving on. Rene Montoya is trying to give him some spotlight since she is pretty much narrating this trailer. She is the new Jim Gordon to the Bat family, and we see this type of swap out again with Harley Quinn, who is portraying the Joker against the Bat family. It's pretty creative how they thought of these villains in the game for sure. But what makes this an even better story is because the GCPD is not liking the Bat family at the moment due to Jim Gordon is dead and there's no mutual agreement between them. Because you know Jim Gordon kept things at bay between Batman and the GCPD. But since both are now dead, that little agreement is gone. That means Renee is going against her fellow officers. I just wonder how big of an impact she will be in the storyline and how much help will she give the Bat family in stopping the Court of Owls. Now if you haven't noticed, this game is rated T for teen. Now I don't know all what portrays in that rating, but death is a big thing in Gotham Knights. I'm not sure when WB became so violent. I'm just saying there's about 4 instances where people are freaking dead. You had one with the dead cop, and the other scene was 2 people dead laying in somewhat of a hospital. So if you are going to buy this game, just know that a lot of scenes in Gotham Knights are going to be very graphic. Now I don't know if y'all noticed this, but before I say anything, the verdict is in to the jury on my opinion of the empty environment in Gotham Knights. I just want to point out, how is this city still empty? I'm calling it right now. The environment will probably be dead. Other for cutscenes, because I seen a crowd of people running out the auditorium, I just keep seeing empty city after empty city in these trailers. And I don't expect them to magically appear in this final product of Gotham Knights. So if you are out patrolling the city with one of the Bat family characters, my guess is the activity in the street will be the same throughout the map. Pretty minimal. Consider hitting one of those engagement buttons to rate the content for me, please. Thanks for the feedback. Now I'm looking forward to a lot of great scenes in Gotham Knights with a good storyline because this villain trailer was pretty good and the villains of Gotham feel unstoppable at the moment. My guess is that we'll be showing about 2 or 3 more villains with a storyline in this game that will be playing key roles like Clayface and Harley Quinn. Both of those villains seem to be big players in this game just underneath the Court of Owls, who is the big fish in this game. So if you're looking for more content on Gotham Knights, remember to subscribe. Welcome to Mr. Unleashed World.